day 18. It says it's by Henry Gates. He's a professor and literal critic. He says the thing about Black history is that the truth is so much more complex than anything you could make up. And what I took from that is one thing I have noticed is like certain movies. I know people, my dad, the way that I was raised, I went to Southern University Lab School, so we had actual Black history classes. Even like we learned basic Black history like growing up in elementary and middle school, but I know I got more in touch with more African American people. Like my daddy, he's always been that pro Black person. um but one thing that I know for myself as an African American person, I always like when they come out with movies in regards to Black history. Now, Lord, I have never watched. I've watched Summer Roots, okay, but have not watched it in its entirety. Um, y'all, I'll hand over my black card for this one. I have never seen The Color Purple in its entirety, and I get so mad at myself because I know, and I love Tyler Perry plays and movies, and I know a lot of times he uses phrases from Color Purple in order to tell a joke, and like everybody around me will laugh, and I'm like, what the hell? So my friend Crystal will be like, well, if you would have watched Color Purple, then you would know. So then my other friend Simone, she has gone to see not the original Color Purple, which was she told her to watch. Crystal say watch the original Color Purple before you go watch the other one. But I said watch the new one so you won't be biased toward the old one. But apparently she needed to watch the new one, I mean the old one, in order to understand the new one. And it's a lot more musical based than the old one was. So with all that being said, I was saying that I noticed when I watch certain African American movies, it builds a certain type of hostility about how we were treated as people. So I know that I can't really be around certain people after watching that, because although a set of people did it to us, the people that we are around now are not the same. They do have some that are the same, but a lot of people are more understanding because I think back then they didn't have so much of interracial relationships. So now with them being around, when you are around somebody else of a different ethnicity, you tend to understand more. Quick story, I work at the district attorney's office and I have a section chief, love him to death, okay? And it's simply like I had one coworker tell me, oh my God, I would not have explained that to him. He did not understand weave. He's a Caucasian man. His wife never wore weave, so he not gonna know. So we had a situation that came up and he was like, I feel like I need to do this instead of that. And I'm like, no, I think we need to get like a mixture of people so you can really understand. And he was like, no, I think black women gonna understand more. And I was like, white women wear weave. So I started telling him about every woman in that office. They got some tracks in their head, okay? So, because trust me, he was like, no, I just think that's a Kardashian thing. I'm like, no, baby, that is not no Kardashian thing. That is a real thing. They do have some who, you know, will put like the clip-ins or whatnot, whatever you do. It might not be a full wig, but it may be a clip-in. I even had to take my wig off for him so he could know it, that I do have hair. I'm like, women, we have hair. We just, it's easier. It's convenient. Look, I just slapped it on and I went. And my hair is under here protected. Lord, it's itching too because I started using, that's a whole nother thing. Y'all know I'm ADHD. But I started calling some of my other younger coworkers in, and I'm like, do you know anybody who wear weave? He was perplexed that there was a plethora of Caucasian women who do wear weaves, and they do. But you just have to be open to educating people because they honestly don't know. If they don't know, they don't know. So help them out, you know. If it's something that you can do to inform somebody, do that. You know, people don't just know. A lot of people, and just by them not being around African American people, that don't mean that they don't like them. That just mean they ain't around them. Okay? Listen, people, we gotta grow up. We gotta grow up. Just grow up. Well, that's it for day. I forgot. I think it's 18, 19, whichever one. Okay? Might skip one. Jesus. I'm about to go to the dentist.